Hi, Dawn McAlpine here, Coldwell Banker West, back with my Monday morning musings. So today, let's talk about what it's like being a buyer. One word, painful. You really, if you're going to be in this market today, buying a home, you really have to be committed. So as an agent, I'm going to be talking to you about multiple offer situations. We're going to be talking about looking at every property online to make sure they meet your absolute must-haves. I'm going to ask you to drive through the neighborhood beforehand if you have time. And there's some other things that we're going to be talking about before we get there. You want to be committed to buying a home and not just sort of interested. Because when you find a home, and you can picture yourself living in it and you're ready to write an offer, you have to realize there are going to be multiple offers, especially if you're under the $750,000 price point. Many of these homes are getting 10, 15, 20, sometimes more than 20 offers after a weekend of being on the market. Some sellers are saying, look, we've had so many showings, 40 families through, done. You get 20 offers, it's very difficult to put them all on a spreadsheet and look at the pros and cons and this is better than that offer. And as a seller, you're gonna take the best offer out there. So as a buyer, when you find a home that meets all of your needs and a lot of your wants, and it's in your price point, you need to figure out, if I were the seller, you just need to ask yourself, if I were the seller and I had 10 or 15 offers competing with mine, what's going to make mine stand out? What's going to make mine the offer that the sellers choose? The only way to improve your odds or increase the possibility that yours is selected is to ask your agent to talk to the listing agent and find out what the seller needs. If your agent tells you that there's an offer already on the table for $50,000 over, and you, over the listing price, which is very common, and you decide to offer listing price, that's $50,000 that the seller's not going to put in their pocket. So you have to somehow make it compelling. Are you then going to pay their closing costs? Are you going to let escrow close and allow them to stay in the home for a week or 10 days or so to finish packing and moving out? You have to give the seller something that makes your offer stand out. I was talking in the office with a gal. They made 68 offers. They wrote 68 offers on 68 different homes, and their 68th offer was finally accepted. Now that is a committed buyer working with a committed, experienced agent writing 68 offers. So being a buyer in today's market is not for the faint of heart. You need to make sure you are determined to stop paying rent and determined to start owning your own home and building your family's generational wealth. So a couple of tips. Look at everything online. Drive through the neighborhood beforehand. Map it to see how far it is from work to school to your family who lives close by, and make sure that part meets your needs, right? Buying a home is expensive. Interest rates, oh my gosh, are so low, historically low. And we've been saying historically low for a year. Last year, people were refinancing like crazy and interest rates were 3.5, 3.25, and they were ecstatic to refinance that low. And now some buyers are getting 1.9. That's huge. So even if the homeowners refinanced a year or so ago, it makes sense to refinance again. A percentage point, a whole percentage point, or 2 points lower than what you have is huge. That's part of what's raising the prices, because if I know how much housing I can afford every month and my interest rates drop down so that now I can afford a more expensive house, I'm going to go ahead and offer that, because it's my same price range that I can comfortably live and provide for my family. So that's the supply and demand and low interest rates that's driving some of that price increase and appreciation. Mostly it's supply and demand. There just aren't enough homes for the number of buyers out there. Again, these are just my ramblings and musings on a Monday morning. If you are thinking about buying a home, ask yourself, most important question, am I committed to going through the work it takes to qualify for a loan, to look at properties online, to decide which are the best properties that meet my family's needs and go out and look at them, even when it's 115 degrees outside? Are you committed to being a homeowner, or are you just kind of interested? You're just dipping your toe in the water and looking to see what's out there. This market is for those who are committed and determined. So again, just my Monday morning musings. If you have questions or comments or agree or disagree, just let me know. Comment below or give me a call, shoot me an email or a text. Happy to answer all of your questions. Again, Dawn McAlpine, Coldwell Banker West. Make it a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.